0. Oh my god. That's you? With a knife? She made that out of her hair. You better sleep in a braid. Well, you can't even trust your own scalp. You know, I've seen a lot of people bring out the butcher knife and look how jagged it looks. Like one day I'm haircut, but there he is, chopping them hair follicles like it's a piece of meat. You see those janky layers? Like he really thought he could do it. It looks horrible. Like just because you see it on TikTok doesn't mean it actually works. Trust in the process. Sure, you got a pretty ombre do. Oh, we gonna make the whole thing pink? Wow. Oh, the luxury of having blonde hair. Y'all could dye your hair any color. Y'all could even put liquid Kool-Aid in your hair and it would dye. Wait, is this kid just show up to the salon? Those are his arms. No way, those are his arms. They're a little too big. He just holding his head back and just, wha-bam, shaving himself. I don't like your cut, G. I'm gonna do it myself. What? Those are his arms. His arms confirmed. I see the tank top. I thought somebody was like bamboozling, but this kid did this by himself. Sheesh. Y'all are way too creative with these. Shaved literal eyes into the back of his head. I still can't see what it looks like. Nothing like some delicious rainbow hair into a unicorn. Whoa, it came out so clean. Mwah. Beautiful, like a beach ball. Oh, wow, very pretty. I'm gonna make you look fire, bro, literally. Don't worry, it's getting a hairspray on an airplane. Alright, this is getting out of hand. They really painted on a mask emoji on someone's hair. You know, it's not just like, spend hours on this. As a community, we really want you to wear your mask. Oh, I can't even see the mask. It looked like the sun. I mean, if it's on the back of her head, she can't see it. So, can she really regret it? I don't know what kind of shampoo she's using, but wait for it. Is this how you're supposed to wash your hair? I've been doing it wrong my whole life. Oh, it's silky. Whoa. Whatever shampoo you selling, I'm buying it. Oh no, but you had stairs. Like, wasn't that supposed to be a guide how you were supposed to cut it? No? Why didn't you cut on the lines? What was the reason? Got this asymmetrical look going. Silky. Any shorter, you gonna turn her into a Karen. Add some highlights, the manager will be called. And it ended up like this. Oh, it's cute. You know, in middle school, I wanted my hair like this so bad. And my mom was like, no, it's not a real haircut. You can't have like one side long and one side short. Bunch of hair ties. Why those scissors look like they could barely cut paper? They struggling to cut hair. Throw those dollar store scissors away. Anime blue. You know, if I could have a hair color damage free, it'd be this. I know I say that about a lot. Anime blue. Chef's kiss. Perfection. Look at all this long hair. Time to start anew. We starting fresh. Oh, and the bleach too. Either she got into a breakup or she committed a crime. She wanted a whole new identity. And that's what she got. Oh, one side. You know, so you can pick. Oh, it came out so cute. Oh, and we're not even done yet. Dye that blonde yellow. And then the eyebrow too. It's like the opposite eyebrow. Wow. This is like Misa Misa vibes. And I'm with it. Away from breaking off. Come on, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Just cut it. Just a little bit. It really is not that bad. Nah, yeah, y'all don't have pain receptors in there. Stop playing with me. Bro, it's like an inch shorter. But wait, y'all have to trust in this process. We going, this getting bleached. It's like frosting a cake. And then just an untouched square sitting atop her scalp. It's like put up the pieces of foil and you got a house. Oh, wow. Very cool. So it's crazy. He wasn't lying when he said art. Oh, how many thousands of hours does this take to complete? Crazy. Meanwhile, I can barely do a French braid. Bangs the correct way. Nah, I'ma just like snip, because when I want bangs, I want them now. It's like a in the moment type of thing. Like I ain't trying to make an appointment, wait a few weeks and then go and then have them look like this. I think they have to be a little shorter. Bro, just a little shorter. Like, where are your eyebrows hiding from? Bangs won't save your brows if they're balls. Or can they? Whoa. So she bleached her hair. Got a nice clean canvas. Oh, and then bring out the rainbow palette. When I grow up, I want to be rainbow sparkle. Say less. Whoa. It's so fluffy. I ain't never heard somebody say her name in real life. Nah, got some bangs. Dora? You don't like the Dora? How could you? The Miley Cyrus? The Sam Manson? Is that from Danny Phantom? Haley Williams? Oh, the short bangs. Us curly-headed folk could. Alzy. Where did the bangs go? Did she just push them back? She said no. Joke's on you guys. I was gonna shave it from the start. I knew exactly what hair I wanted. I just wanted to try out all these different looks beforehand. Smart. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, it's in the process. Okay, if we were getting rid of it to begin with, all right. Oh, and then they're gonna make a little design, you know, really spice up this buzz cut. Nothing says spice like a couple of rhombuses. What's the plural of rhombus? We just gonna call them diamonds. Half an inch, I swear. It's just the dead ends, it's all dead. Like, you don't need that hair. And then when it's done, it's like this. Crazy. Bro, this was hand painted. And it's like on the middle layer of hair. So she ain't walking around looking all scaly. Huh? Are y'all gonna just like having fun? He having a good time. Okay, there we go. Now he whipped out the scissors. If they don't whip out the scissors, I ain't paying for a haircut. Whoa. Okay, this has gotta be my favorite. When they put in all the colors of the rainbow and just wha-bam. When it's done so neatly. I think the manager gonna take her that seriously. Dang, she got some long hair. Y'all chairs at the salon, too uncomfy. I wanna lay down while y'all do it. While y'all make your magic happen. My dude painting a Picasso or dyeing some hair? Pick one. Out here disrespect for not showing me an after. We can really fight. My hair clips have fallen and they can't get up. So hair started out like this. Very cute, fluffy hair. Just razoring it all off. And then we got all this hair. We doing a mohawk and Justin Bieber look. And then put the city hat on. The city hat with the city hair strings. And then they're gonna highlight, frost all of that. More frosted than Frosted Flakes. Pull it off. Oh, so satisfying. And it's all bleached. Oh, but it's not done yet. We're gonna pour the play yogurt and then wha-bam. This is the finished product. Now we know what J Beebs had to sit through. POV, your mother whose daughter just got a new haircut. Hey, yo, let me see what you did. Very nice. Oh, whoa. I always wanted to be a hot. Anyways, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button in the face. Comment below which one was your favorite transformation. And make sure you turn on notifications. Click, and subscribe to the wolf pack. Oh, I love you.
Different from the other. Also, this video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. So for more info on that, stay tuned to the end, but I'll also have a link below on how to get 3 months for free. So today was April 20th, 420, and it was a very busy 420. The Apple event was filled with a lot of great transition. I have to watch the keynotes once for the new products, then one more time for the key specs and all the facts and information, and then one more time for the cinematography. It's really good. Like, how is their audio so good? Where are their mics? How are they that stable? 3 new major announcements. AirTags, M1 iMacs, and M1 iPad Pros. There's chapters below if you're that impatient. But let's just start with AirTags, shall we? This was the one that we were looking at them, is the same way you'd use Find My iPhone or Find My Mac. Then when you're within Bluetooth range, the ultra-wideband U1 chip in iPhone 11 or iPhone 12 will show you exactly how far away it is and where to look, guiding you to finding it. Simple, but has been so useful for so long because it runs off the backs of everyone else's iPhones. So when someone passes by an AirTag that's been lost, it passively updates the location of that AirTag in the background, and it just keeps everybody stuck. AirTag, they can touch their iPhone to it, and it'll show a name and a phone number, and they can get in touch with you if that was yours. So they'll cost $29 for one, or $99 for a 4-pack, which I was thinking about it. That's right about the same price as the cheapest tiles, but it's just super well integrated. Like, if you were picking between this and any other, if you have an iPhone, this is in the ecosystem. Actually, my main question would be, what would you find with them smart about doing 4 instead of 3? So if I had 4, keys are the obvious one. Backpack for me would be the other. And then maybe a pet collar or something like that, or you could give one to a spouse or something like that. It's pretty slim and weighs 11 grams, so I feel like you can kind of put it anywhere a tile could go. It's IP67 water resistant, it's made of metal, and Apple will let you engrave that metal, if you're into that, with a couple letters or an emoji, but the real customization is in the color of the band you choose. So why is the Hermes version so expensive? I'm sorry, I've never known how exactly to pronounce that, but the fact that it's literally 10 times the price of the normal sleeve for the Hermes, whatever it's called, I'd buy another one. Newer tiles I use are replaceable, but that's pretty sweet. I could easily have seen Apple being the company that went the opposite route and said, we made a shiny metal one, you can't take the battery out. They didn't. Nice. So yeah, I'll definitely be getting my hands on AirTags ASAP. Experiences like how well you can actually find things with them and whether or not they're worth the money. So definitely subscribe to see that video if you haven't already. All right. Next up, we got to talk about these iMacs. So all the colorful teasers leading up to this colorful Apple desktops in a long time are here. This new iMac redesign in 7 very bright colors: red, orange, yellow, blue, aqua green, and silver. So the gist here is these are complete, and they have M1 chips inside. So there's new performance, new internals, and then a new outside that I don't like very much. Like, to me, okay, this iMac design is actually super impressive. XDR, the tilt adjustable hinge on the back, and it is crazy thin, 11.5 millimeters, and the whole thing is 10 pounds, which is insane. That's about the same thickness as an app tag stacked on top of each other, thicker than the whole computer, believe it or not. Fun fact, this iMac is so thin that you actually can't plug in headphones from the back anymore, because a typical headphone jack is 4 deep and the whole computer is 11 millimeters deep, so they put the headphone jack on the side now. At least they kept it. I actually think the side is better. But there is a larger 24-inch 4480 by 2280 display up front that gets close white bezels for some reason. And there's still a pretty solid metallic chin that now has no logo on it, and it matches the color of the back of the iMac and the base. And the sides are actually a different accent color than the back and the chin. So basically the red sides, but a salmon colored chin and stand. It's an interesting two-toned look they've got going on. And then the insides are completely redesigned around that M1 chip. Now, we already knew the M1 chip was great in the MacBook Air, and then like a slot basically where that chin is. The rest is all thermals and ribbon cables. They also made some color matching accessories like this Magic Mouse and trackpad, and a new Magic Keyboard that has a Touch ID fingerprint reader in the corner. Very cool. Ugly, right? I'm not crazy, am I? This replaces the 21.5-inch Intel iMac. And there's got to be a larger 27-inch iMac replacement coming with like an M1X chip or something. And I feel like that version has got speakers in there, the performance of the M1, the instant wake, all that great stuff that comes from the M1 chip. That is super great. The power adapter that it comes with plugs in magnetically into the back with a color matching cable. And there's an Ethernet plug on the brick of at least some of the specs, so that runs all the way up to your desk. 4 USB-C ports on the back, 2 of which are Thunderbolt 3. I wish there was an SD card slot, but it looks like there isn't one. Also, there are only 2 ports if you buy the cheapest model. But the fact is, I saw this and it was really cool from the back. Like you get it out the box and you're obviously like, wow, this is super thin. You put it on your desk, then you never see the back again. I have no idea how thick these monitors are. I also don't really care. 2 inches, 3, 4 inches, I don't really care. So it made a ton of sense for Apple to put most of this computer stuff behind the display instead of in the huge chin and make this iMac a bit thicker. Right now, it's literally 1/2 inch thick. Maybe make it 1 inch thick. I don't know, 1.5 thin, but it would look way better without that chin. Oh, and then turn the bezels back to black while you're at it, please. I'm never gonna get a real answer about why exactly they did it this way. Maybe it was thermals that they couldn't put it back there. I don't know. But 1 inch iMac that comes out probably later this year. That higher end redesigned version will probably look much better. Because at the end of the day, keep this in mind, this bright, beautiful new iMac we're looking at is just replacing the baseline 21.5-inch model, which was out at 512 gigs of storage. The one it's replacing maxed out at 256 gigs of solid state storage. Then it would do like a 1 terabyte Fusion drive. So this is actually a much better computer than the 1080p outdated 21.5-inch. No way future higher end Apple Silicon iMacs look like this with the white bezels and the chin. I'm just saying. Also, I was scrolling through the site, just like looking through the design, and if you get to just the right point on the page, it's at this moment where it's like changing colors, this kind of split tone iMac, and it looks actually pretty sweet, but you can't buy a split tone iMac. I'm sure Dbrand's already on top of this. But anyway, last but certainly not least was the third and final big announcement, which was the new M1 powered, which again are very technically impressive. Because, you know, the thing we were all worried about with the iPad Pros is, are they too slow? Not really. But this new iPad Pro is in the same familiar design, still just as thin and impressive. It's now powered by that crazy powerful and efficient M1 chip. And this is super curious to me. The A12Z Bionic was already pretty incredible for the iPad Pro. And it was optimized for a device with that thermal profile and with that battery. Seems like huge overkill. So this is now an even more powerful tablet than ever before, widening their gap. And the M1 chip now also means that the USB-C port at the bottom is now a full-on Thunderbolt port for those high speeds. There's now up to 2 cellular option. And then the larger, only the larger 12.9-inch iPad Pro gets upgraded to a mini LED display. So this is something we're also looking forward to for a while. Some of us were secretly hoping for OLED. The iPad Pro's ability iPad Pro looks like versus the LCDs we've seen. But it should be great for things like photo editing, whatever video editing you might be doing on the iPad, but also especially watching movies, because let's face it, a lot of movies on iPads have the black bars at the top and the bottom. Those should be 12Z and the M1 chip in an iPad Pro. I mean, it's just iPad OS at the end of the day. And it's going to be doing processing, and maybe those types of compilation times are faster, but will battery life be better? The iPad Pro actually has a bigger display, so it balances out. I don't know. We'll have to test. We'll have to see. But hey, at the end of the day, even if this thing is nuclear powerful, it's still an iPad. So it's going to be amazing at all the things that iPads were already pretty good at, but also just as limited than to try Final Cut Pro on a small 3K touchscreen with an M1 chip, but I can't because iPad. But hey, at least good on Apple for not resting on their 30 million light year lead on performing tablets. But yeah, that's basically it. Those are the 3 big new bullet points. There was also some other small stuff announced at this event. There's a new Apple TV 4K, and there's also a new remote for the Apple TV, which is nice. And there's also a new purple iPhone 12. So stuff. Honestly, I probably will end up making a video on that. We'll see. But those are the main things and my reactions and my thoughts to them. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the announcements, but specifically, do you also think the new iMac is as ugly as I do? Action, if you want to see a purple iPhone, but if you want to see the new iPad Pros and M1 iMacs, be sure to subscribe so you can be first in line to see that stuff. Hit the bell even while you're down there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Now a word from the sponsor. Shout out to the sponsor of today's video. You like to pause and take note of the apps on my phone during videos, so some of you have already seen ExpressVPN on my phone. I've been using it for more than 2 weeks now. And I've actually tried other VPNs in the past, but ExpressVPN is now my go-to. It's the fastest one I've used. The thing is, when you are browsing from your own home, your internet service provider, you know, whether that's Comcast or Verizon, whoever it is, can see every single site you visit. Even when you're in incognito mode and you're hiding it from Google, theoretically, see everything you visit, and they can sell that information legally. So with ExpressVPN, it reroutes your connection through secure encrypted servers elsewhere. So they can't see what sites you're visiting. Nobody can. So anytime your device connects to the internet, that data is safe. Thanks for watching this video. Catch you in the next one. Peace.
Even if one comes close enough to touch, please don't touch them. Yes, they act like puppies. They're not. You know, they're wild animals. That's about it. I'm John. This is Deanna.
Oh, John's got this. Come on. You don't want to look nervous on camera.
No, that's my whole job.
Yeah, you're trying to be super dramatic. Look.
We have a big boy. We have 3 still. I see 4 now.
We're gonna have this line out with a float on the end of it, and we're just gonna hold on to that, and we just drift right along, and you just face this way, this leg
Don't
up
move
and
your
arm.
arms too much.
And then,
Yo, John, this is nuts.
you got this. All right,
this
you ready?
is-
We'll go on 3. Are you ready?
This is
300.
There's only 10 sharks.
There's only 10.
Oh, only 10. Only 10.
1. Hold on to this line. That way you don't just drift away. There you go. Perfect.
I did it!
Liz just hopped in the water. I don't know why she's in there, because we came here to just look at the sharks, not swim with them.
Dude,
Right?
that one came close.
Oh, they're right there.
Sure. Totally safe.
I don't know about that.
All right, who's next?
I'm ready.
All right, come on back.
I just don't want the water to be cold.
Something over your bun first.
So Christy's getting all of her gear on right now. She's the next one up. There's only 2 people in the water right
Right
now.
out by her there. All right, who's next?
So is there a signal for when we want to come out?
You just, all you have to do is, once you're in there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the line right to the back so you can just pull yourself right up to the ladder.
Okay, got it.
Come and go as you please. You're not like trapped in there, it's not.
Guys, check this out.
You guys are gonna see my back, which makes it look like I got run over by a tractor.
What happened to your back?
I got run over by a tractor. See? How's it look?
Like a tractor ran over you.
How do you have service out here?
I actually have better service here than I do at my house.
All right, brother, can I grab a...
Oh my God, they're right there. They're right on me. I think. Oh my God, I think they're fucking. Liz, help me, Liz.
Peace out. See y'all next time.